Welcome to the Pearls of Wisdom podcast, where we mix business, law of attraction, spirituality, and well-being with great guests and phenomenal stories. You'll hear hints, tips, and up-to-the-minute information on digital communication from an expert in her field. Pearl has some wonderful individuals in her networks, and she will be interviewing them all at some point in the future. Enjoy your listening.
Hello and welcome to the Pearls of Wisdom podcast. And today this is one of those special podcasts all about the Pearls of Wisdom virtual online retreat that is running on the 5th and the 6th of September. And in this series, I'm talking to all the exhibitors and getting to find out exactly what they're bringing to the table, what you, the audience, can expect, and basically sharing just how phenomenal these special exhibitors are. And it is my absolute pleasure to introduce Stephanie Thompson of Stephanie Thompson Coaching, who anyone who follows my podcast knows how connected Steph and I are. We've known each other a while and we can almost finish each other's sentences now. So it is a pleasure to invite you, Steph. Thank you for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you so much for asking me to be here, Pearl. It's an honour to work with you and I love it. So, yes, I'm all set and I can't wait for the retreat. I'm so excited about that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is where I'm so excited, and it's giving service back to others and actually giving everyone the chance to promote their business and grow. And with that, I'm going to ask you, Steph, what are you going to be offering when on those sessions on the 5th and 6th of September? What can the audience expect to see and hear from you?
Well, I've thought long and hard about this, Pearl, because I could go down several routes. But what I've settled on is on Saturday, I will be promoting my ideal client workbook. So I find it quite easy finding out who my ideal client is, but for some reason others don't find it so easy. So I thought, right, let's get the message out there. Let's start getting people thinking, because that seems to be the blocker for everybody before they even start. So on the Saturday, it's my ideal client. And on the Sunday, well, I could have done the same, but I decided to do something different. So on the Sunday, I'm going to be doing cleaning money. So this is all to do with the energy of money and clearing blocks for money coming in and closing any holes and cracks and fissures, etc., and clearing any glass ceilings that is around our money in our money receptacles. So that's either your purse, your wallet, your money piggy bank, your bank balance, anything, any money receptacles. We're going to clear the energy around, the negative energy around that money and bring in some positive energy. So I thought I'd have two totally different sorts of things, because then that way it would be different for the people who come for both days. It'd be different for me, and it'd just be interesting because a lot of people seem to like that one as well. So there you go.
It is, and you have so much to offer, and with that you're going to bring all your expertise and experience from everything. Because I mean, I can speak from experience. Everything that Steph is talking about, I've taken part with, and my business grows every time I work with Steph. Yes, I've got the business acumen and I know what I'm doing with my intellectual property, but there's some times where I think, where do I start? And that's where Steph is so brilliant at helping me put everything into place, and my business soars from that. And this is where anyone watching this going to be on the retreat, this is where you will learn. And the way you empower everyone in your Facebook group, it is lovely to see where you actually go in and give everyone the chance. And it might be the first ever chance that they've had to actually talk about their business. And this is brilliant. This is what you will share. And it's just great. And I like that ethos. And I'm bringing that into the retreat, where it could be a brand new business and you want to get out to the largest audience, easiest, quickest way. Well, the retreat's going to do that, because it's going to give them a platform to meet a global audience and actually share what their business idea is. And can you share a bit about your Facebook group and how you actually help people?
Well, I'll come back to my Facebook group if that's all right with you, Pearl. I'm just going to share something with you, in that you have very kindly shared all your future dates for your retreat. And what I have done is I've aligned my training, because my ideal client is a coach who knows her stuff but doesn't know how to get her message out there and get her business up and running. So what I've done is I have timed my training so that those VIPs have the opportunity to then come into your retreat and shine their light. So I thought that was an absolute sort of opportunity that couldn't be declined. So hopefully I already know some of my VIPs will graduate from my program into your retreat. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some of your speakers coming up, your exhibitors coming up. My Facebook group, my Facebook group is it's a private group, but you just have to ask to come in and answer a few questions, so anybody can join. It's aimed at coaches so that they can grow their business. I put in regular posts where people can come and they can try doing a Facebook Live in my group before they go live in other people's groups. They can come and share their freebie. They can share their paid offer. I ask all sorts of questions around ideal client and that sort of thing to get them thinking. So it's a very, very interactive group. I love the people who are in there. They are just so giving and loving and caring, and they share their knowledge, and it's just fantastic. I just love the community I'm building. It's great.
Yes. I can once again I can vouch for that, because I've been part of that community from when you first set up with that.
Absolutely.
And to see the growth, and other ladies that are on your VIP package, we get life memberships, so you can actually go through and we can actually help each other, can't we, when we see them grow? And this is what's so wonderful.
Yes, I'm not claiming to be the be-all and know-all of everything. I accept that there are some people in the group, like your good self, Pearl, who has a phenomenal knowledge of social media. So when we're in the group and you're on the call and somebody asks about social media, 9 times out of 10, I will bow to your superior knowledge. I can answer the questions, but why not get it from you? Because, your knowledge is so vast. So, yes, no, it's good. And I encourage everybody to participate. I'm not trying to claim to be the be-all and know-all. What I do try and claim is that I make it as simple and easy as possible. For me, there are just 10 steps to get a coaching business up and running. And I take my clients through those 10 steps. We do 60 steps in 4 weeks. But those 10 steps are what every coach business needs. And that's what I do. I take away all the myths and just give clear step by step what to do, with all the how-to videos as well. I was talking to a lady the other day and she says, Stephanie, I haven't a clue about landing pages. I says, don't worry. I tell you what to open, what to get a free account. And then I say, click this button, click that button, press this, do that. And I do a whole video on how to do it. My videos, you know me, Pearl, I'm not one for waffling normally. My videos are sort of 5 or 10 minutes. So anybody can fit in 5 or 10 minutes. Even my 5-day challenge, I time my videos so that they're only 5 minutes, because people are busy in the mornings and they just want to know, what have I got to do today? Just tell me. Stop all the waffle. Just tell me. So I'm very much one for taking away all the waffle and just say, do this and now do that. And it will work, because I teach exactly what I do in my own business.
And exactly. I was just going to say that everything you teach, you have done. And you are living proof that every single one of these steps work and give you results, because you can show that in everything you're doing, and that is so wonderful. I'm going to ask
I'm very honoured.
Yes, thank you. Now, Steph, I was going to ask you, you know that with the retreat, we're covering business, spirituality and well-being. Where would you say what you are going to share? Where would you say you sit? It could be all three, could be just one, or it could be a couple of those areas.
Very interesting question, that one, Pearl. My ideal client, I would say that's business. Having said that, I do have some elements of spirituality around me. I use a methodology called EAM, Energy Alignment Method, and there could be bits of that in the ideal client, but I would say ideal client is definitely business. The cleaning negative energy from money, clearing money blocks, I would say is more the spiritual side of things, the energy side of things, and working with your energy around money. So probably I fit in both of those. Well-being, I'm not so sure, unless it's the fact that your bank balance is growing. That would be well-being, wouldn't it?
Well, you see, I'd also say the way you help clear the stress away from the work we do, that I put under well-being. You see, this is where I think you fit. Yes. Definitely business, definitely spirituality, because of the EAM side, the energy side, and the business, yes, through and through, and with your Tony Robbins coaching and everything with that business. But then Tony does an awful lot of spiritual well-being side as well.
Huge amount. Massive amount, yes. He's very much one for meditation. He's very much one for visualization. He does his morning priming, and that involves visualization. Yes, he's very, very spiritual, as is his wife, Sage. She's hugely spiritual. So between them, they're a phenomenal combination, yes.
And all this knowledge you bring to your clients and customers. And this is that background. You've got so much to give and offer. It's just wonderful. It's phenomenal. And I know I use that word a lot.
Well, it's my X factor. I was talking with somebody the other day about your X factor. What is your X factor? I think it might have been for the radio show, actually. Yes, the radio show, talking about X factor. I know for a fact, as I sit here today, I am the only person in the world who is a Tony Robbins senior leader, as well as an accredited mentor for the Energy Alignment Method. Add my corporate background, and that makes a hugely unique individual knowledge that I share willingly with anybody who wants to ask a question.
Yeah. And I totally echo everything you've said there. Now I'm going to step into certain area from the retreat again, where you said, this time for September, we're covering positivity post-lockdown. Have you seen a difference in your business through lockdown?
The short answer is yes. Yes, the short answer is absolutely yes. My business has absolutely rocketed through COVID. I have been that busy, it's been unbelievable. The whole year so far has been very, very busy. But during COVID, when I thought people would be sort of not engaged, so many people were. So many people came into the challenges. They've purchased the VIP, they've purchased membership, they're participating, they're actually doing, and they're seeing benefit from it. So I've got to say, for me, COVID has certainly helped me expand. I think for me also, because we were in lockdown, I was able to identify where I was using my time prior to lockdown, and it has helped me focus. That's a good word. It's helped me focus on getting things in place, getting some activities done, doing activities, etc. So yes, I would say for me, COVID has been the making of my business for this phase of my business, definitely.
And again, that reflects what the retreat stands for. Because yes, in our business bubble, in our network, we're all positive because we've gone through that. And yet, if you look at the news, I've stopped listening to the news because it's all doom and gloom. And that's why I thought put a positive spin on post-lockdown, because yes, there have been other recessions and some businesses do go down, but also there's just as many that start in a recession in something that they grow.
Yes, they do. They most certainly do. And I think for coaches, it's been an ideal time because they've been able to focus on what they wanted to achieve. And it's also helped many, many, many people have time to sit and think about what they really want out of life, what they want to do with their life, how they want to work going forward. You know, one of the things with COVID and us all having to shut down, there are some small companies who may now realise that they don't need premises. That's the word I'm looking for. They don't need premises. They can have an online office and people can work from home. The business is still there, but they're just doing it all from home. And for me, it's a lot more relaxed working from home. I put the hours in, especially when I was in corporate world, I put the hours in, definitely, because my conscience wouldn't let me not put the hours in. But it's so much less stressful, I think, working from home too.
Yeah. Again, totally agree. And this is why I've done online for the retreat, because I see that at least 18 months, 2 years. And like you say, I think a lot of businesses will rethink. They've had to go online through lockdown. A lot of them this could become the new norm. And that's why I'm offering that chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. This is the new norm. Totally and utterly. You know, the other day I had a Reiki session that was online, which another friend said, well, I never even thought of having Reiki online. It's amazing what you can do online that still gets the benefits for the recipient as well. So I think online is the way forward, most definitely. There's so much expense involved in doing live events, and it's nice to talk to people, but online, if you've got to adapt and adopt, then online is the way forward at the moment, definitely.
And I say this to the listeners, possible audience members, you have this information, you connect with these phenomenal people, and then you have 30 days afterwards to watch the replays. The sessions will be run on Zoom. They will be recorded so people can watch them, because yes, there are more exhibitors than there are sessions, so that we actually do breakout areas and people can watch. So you'll be watching one thing live and then you can catch up and watch others later. And the growth from that, the potential, you couldn't do that if we were in a face-to-face. If we were in a conference facility, there's going to be bits that you'd miss because you'd only have those set 2 days. And if you've watched something, you don't have the luxury of watching it again, and you always learn and grow from what you're watching because you don't always pick it up the first time.
Absolutely. I learned so much by going through a second time, and when somebody's giving me step-by-step instructions on how to do it, when it's recorded, I can read, right, do that bit, put it on pause, and I do it. Right, do the next bit, put it on pause and do it, because then I'm actually taking the action as well. So I think it's great. One thing I saw in some of your promotional material, Pearl, which I thought was brilliant, was the value. Okay, there's the ticket price for the 2 days, but the value of the learning from all the people that they will see. It's like you said, it ran into thousands, the amount of training that they would get throughout those 2 days. So I thought that was, very true, because I hadn't thought of it that way. I just wanted to share my message so people were able to move forward. My dream is to help as many new coaches as possible set up their business. And I just saw your retreat as an opportunity to share with a wider audience and help them by giving them some, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to be doing training and sharing how to do things. So, yes, I thought your promotional material would really hit the nail on the head, definitely. They'll get so much value from joining, definitely.
Well, thank you so much for that, because when you look at Facebook, we're all running our free challenges. We're all running this, and how many people start something and then find that they've signed up for so many things in 1 week, they don't get to complete it. But right. from the retreat, all the exhibitors are there. They are sharing the knowledge they're sharing. It might be the start of a paid program. And most of the people involved, in fact, I'd say all of the people involved, their minimum ask is £250 per hour. So if you put that out across the whole of the days, it runs into thousands. And the maximum ticket for an audience member for the VIP, and you get to connect with everyone, is £75 for the whole weekend, and £50 for the 2 days, £25 for individual days if you can't attend. But then I say to you, if you can't attend the Sunday, go for the £50 package, because you're going to get all those videos that you can watch for the month afterwards. So you're still going to learn and grow. And the knowledge that people are sharing is absolutely wonderful.
I'm really looking forward to the VIP session where your audience can come and ask us anything, because I love just not knowing what's coming up and just sitting there and thinking, okay, then let's see what this is going to be all about, which I love, because, questions can come on any subject from any angle, and I just love being able to help people move forward. So, yeah, the VIP chat is just brilliant. I'm looking forward to that very much.
And that is growing all the time. As you know, I work with downloads. This is how the retreat came about. I had a download and an idea on how to grow. And with the VIP audience members, yes, I might well run it on Zoom. I haven't fully decided, because I want you to be able to interact with all the exhibitors. But if it's there for the month afterwards, there is the chance you almost have a reunion. And I'm considering maybe you're the first person I've shared this with, Steph. But I'm thinking, what about 15 days after the event, we have a Zoom call with the VIPs. They've taken some of the information they can ask and actually learn more and really connect with those exhibitors. Now, that might be an extra piece to the pie that you don't see in other areas, because you can get to consume that information, grow, and then ask the questions, because sometimes you don't know all the questions you want to ask at the time, because it's new information and you're bombarded and there's so much to take in. Take the time, consume it, understand it, and that's when the questions will come. So yes, might be over Zoom, might be something else. I haven't fully decided yet.
Whatever it is, Pearl, write it down quick while you remember it so that we do it. Oh, you are a lady of so many downloads. I've never known anybody have downloads like you do, and I love it. And I love it when we get together for a chat as well, because sometimes I'll ask you a question and I think, oh yeah, right, okay then, or whatever, and I know the same works the other way, and it's just fabulous. I love it.
Oh, it is. And
I can't wait for September, can't wait for the 5th and 6th of September. I'm so excited about it.
But it also gives us the chance that I think anyone in our line of work, especially when you look at the spiritual side as well, we're in service. I talk about law of attraction. And if you're constantly coming from a place of lack and you're just saying, give, nothing, you won't receive anything. But if we're coming from a place of service, what can I do to help you? This is my offering. This is how I can help you. You're starting from a positive place, and it can do nothing but grow. And this is, just think, almost like an online mentorship. Like you said, the people coming through from your VIP could be the first time they've ever done that they've ever actually shared their idea, their business idea. And that audience, you could become clients, you could become customers. It could be a product that someone's newly launched. I know that one of the ladies is Ren Fernandez. I think you've heard me talk about Ren. She does the bracelets and everything, and she actually works with, it's all crystals, and she will actually imprint ideology onto the thing so that she knows it's specifically made for you. And I think this is so brilliant. It's bespoke and all these things. But for all where you train people and you have your certain packages, what you offer is bespoke in every way, because not everyone gets the Stephanie Thompson, whereas we do. And you are so special, and what you bring, you just light up a room. To people listening on the podcast, this is available as video as well. There is a luminosity around the lovely Steph as we're talking, and you see this, your smile brightens a room, and that's what's so lovely. And I've seen people actually mention that a few times. You brighten the room, and that's
over the months, over the years when I've done videos or lives or whatever, yes, that comes through quite often. Your smile lights up and all this sort of thing. So I'm just me, Pearl, and this is what one of the things I teach my clients: just be you. Because if you try and be something else, then you're going to put yourself under stress. You're constantly trying to be something you're not, and it's not going to work. I'm just me, and I love gathering people together, hence the Facebook groups. I love bringing everybody into being a family, hence the VIP and the membership. And I just welcome everybody in and I just want them to shine their light and do their best. That's all I ask of them. And if I can help them in any way, then they can pick my brains to their heart's content, no problem.
And this is what I love so much, because again, we're talking about the online idea. With social media, there is so much hype and pretense. Look at the mental health issues that young people have, because if they don't get enough likes, and so many people, as you mentioned, I've worked with social media to quite a high level. Sometimes people write complete and utter rubbish, and they would have you believe that they are the world's best this, that and the other. And because they've written it on social media, people believe it. But they aren't. It's like you said, you be your authentic self. Your tribe comes to you. All the time, these people, they're sharing their wonderful life. They're not having a wonderful life. In the background, it's falling to bits around them. But what they show with the pictures, and this is what worries me from social media. And yes, I know how to get lots of people to follow you. I know how to amplify a message. But if your message isn't true and you aren't sharing your authentic self, it is never, ever going to land, because it isn't authentic. You won't resonate with the people that you need to connect with. And it is. And you're always up against someone. Yes, I think you said to me, Steph, when we were talking last week, where we all offer something. Some of it could be similar, but it's never exactly the same, because you are that one special ingredient. And not everyone in the audience is going to resonate with you, but you can guarantee a very high percentage will. And that's what the retreat will also offer. You get to see lots of different people doing different things. Some of the services might be similar, but they are all slightly different. And you get to know the personality, and you can almost pick and choose and say, right, yes, that's the person I want to work with. They really resonate with me. And because it's online, in what COVID and lockdown has showed us, you can work with anyone, anywhere, because you can do it through a Zoom connection. You could do it online, and you just touch base and you connect with someone. And it's not the same as a physical contact, but it's near as damn it the same. And you get the authenticity.
Absolutely. Totally and utterly agree. I mean, just going back to our conversation last week, it's the same for any business, any industry. There are multiple people in the arena. Even BP, there's still several, there's Shell and BP and Esso and whoever else there is. But I think I was using department stores, and there's House of Fraser and there's John Lewis, and there's Debenhams, and there's Next, and there's M&S. They're all department stores. They all sell clothes, but they all appeal to different people for different reasons.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same for coaches. It's the same for therapists, beauticians. It doesn't matter. They all have a uniqueness about them. As long as you know what your uniqueness is and you are your authentic self, then you're on to a winner every time.
Most
like
definitely.
You are with your retreat, Pearl, because you're unique. Thank God you know what the technology is, because I haven't got a clue how to do all these multiple rooms and multiple recordings. That is all yours, Pearl, totally and utterly. But, you know, the opportunity is phenomenal. And as you say, there may be 2 or 3 coaches that are offering similar types of things, but they're all unique in their own way every time. And that's what makes it different.
Yep, exactly. And thank you for sharing that, Steph, because it is, in fact, you've helped me, because this is the message I try and get across to people, and to actually see how it will help. And with each and every exhibitor, you're going in front of a massive audience, and not just on those 2 days, for those 30 days afterwards. And like I've said, we're going to run this every 3 months. So what goes into this current September cohort, as it were, will become marketing information for the next one. So your message will go on and on. And once you've done it once, it's feel the fear and do it anyway. And once you've done it, and we go back to where you said you practice what your Facebook group allows you to do, you can practice. And yes, there will be things that you think, oh, well, maybe I could tweak that. If someone's doing the same, talking about the same thing on the Sunday as they did on the Saturday, they might tweak it overnight, because they find that, yes, that resonated. That was supposed to be a joke and maybe it didn't land. So I take that bit out, but I'm going to add something else. And see, and you learn and grow. And remember, these audience members have never met you before. They don't know what the right is, what the wrong is. It's you connecting with them and sharing your passion and what you do. So it can never be wrong.
Totally and utterly agree. And one of the things, you know, we've all heard of the singer who's had 3 number 1s in 3 months type of thing. What we don't know is all the hard work that's gone in behind there. The singer was an overnight success, 3 months, 3 songs in 3 months. They've spent years going around the pubs and clubs. They've spent years learning how to finesse their skill. They've spent years learning how to work in the recording studio. They've been to 50 different recording houses saying, can you play or radios saying, can you play my music? That's what I teach my coaches. Yes, there are some who are overnight successes, but grow gradually. Start with a small group and try your material out, because when you sit there designing your material and then when you actually deliver it are 2 totally different things, aren't they? And you learn from it, and you learn, well, that didn't work and I need to put that in because they were missing that bit. So if you grow small and then you add a bit and add a bit, you're growing confidence in yourself, you're growing confidence in your material, and then you can grow confidence in your costings, in your pricings as well. So yes, there's a lot to be said about practicing in a small group or in a different Facebook group before you go live in your own Facebook group. And that's why I offer people to come and do lives in my group. You know, you can come and share. You may just find your ideal client in my group. Come and develop your own skill by doing that Facebook Live or sharing who your ideal client is and see if it resonates. Now, I'm all for, you know, encouraging people in any way I can.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. And something you said there about practicing first. To anyone that's listening and is thinking about being an exhibitor, there might be certain things that don't lend themselves to a live performance. And that's where I'm saying record it beforehand. Maybe someone that is a yoga practitioner and wants to share and show what to expect. If they were to record one of their practices, one of their classes, and actually use that. So as an exhibitor, don't feel, oh no, what am I going to do? Because you could actually put 3 2, 3, 4 different things together, and don't worry about putting it together. That's what I'm here for. This is me and the techie geek side. I can splice video together and actually put it and make it look good. So don't worry about that. So again, feel the fear, do it anyway, and just move and promote. I say, what have you got to lose? Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. The only way that people will find out about you is if you stand out and shine your light. And this is an ideal opportunity. It's superb and it's brilliant. I mean, that's another thing about being online, Pearl, is that, it'll be gone in 30 days because... Okay, you will have the master recording, I know, but the access to it, and then you can move on because you can learn from it, and that's the thing. No, it's brilliant. It's such an opportunity for everybody, whether they're established coaches or not, whether they're established business people or not. It is a phenomenal opportunity, and thank you for putting it all together.
Right, thank you. I am going to go back to where we started. And I'm going to ask you once again, because we've covered so many different areas. Can you tell the listeners, the audience once again, what is it you are going to be sharing? What is Stephanie Thompson of Stephanie Thompson Coaching going to be sharing with people on the Saturday and Sunday? That's the 5th and 6th of September.
On Saturday, the 5th of September, I am going to be sharing your ideal client. And on Sunday, the 6th of September, I'm going to be sharing clearing money blocks.
And that is absolutely brilliant. Now, is there anything you feel I've missed? Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience that I maybe haven't covered, Steph?
Pearl, I am very happy with what we've chatted about. It's absolutely fantastic. And thank you for the opportunity of letting me come and chat with you too. I love spending time with you.
Likewise, ditto, lovely lady. And I say to the audience, well, you know the rapport that Steph and I have, and you always learn. And we look forward to seeing you at the Pearls of Wisdom retreat on the 5th and the 6th of September.
Thank you for listening to the Pearls of Wisdom podcast. We hope you have enjoyed the content shared. Please share with others who would like to enjoy these interviews and discussions. If you would like to support the podcast, please follow the link in the episode description. If you want to be a guest on the show, reach out and let's discuss next steps. Until the next time, enjoy your listening.